This is going to allow us to get deeper into the stretch when we start working on various muscles, because what happens is when you take the hip into flexion, a lot of times So what we're doing right now is we are fastening Alana's left leg underneath these stability straps. This is going to allow us to get deeper into the stretch when we start working on various muscles, because what happens is when you take the hip into flexion, a lot of times the opposite leg is going to want to come up. This is going to prevent it from coming up, and it's going to allow us to get deeper into the stretch. And right now, we are just going to do a little bit more traction on the hip and a little bit of circumduction before we start continuing on with the proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. And right now we're just going to do a little bit more circumduction, and once we do the circumduction, we're going to go right into the hip. And right now we're going to get into the deep fibers of the back net. Right now we're targeting the glute max, more the central fibers. And we want to do a combination of traction and stretching. So I'm lifting up and taking Alana deeper into the stretch. And then she's just going to inhale, push her hip into me. And then as she exhales, she's going to relax. I'm going to traction to get deeper into the stretch. Take the leg to the outside. And the more I start to go to the outside, the more we're going to start to target the medial fibers. Just giving a little bit of traction before we start going into the lateral fibers a little bit. So right now, again, we're still targeting the posterior aspect of the hip, but we're going to start getting a little bit more into the lateral fiber. So now we're going to start getting a little bit more into the gluteus medius and minimus and the lateral compartment of the gluteus maximus. And the more we start to cross the knee, we're going to start with this first one, knee in line with the same side shoulder. And she's just going to inhale and press. And then as she exhales and relaxes, I'm going to lift up to traction. And then do a little bit of fanning, move that knee closer to the sternum. The more I move the knee toward the opposite shoulder, the more we're going to start to target the lateral aspect of that hip. And now that we have finished working on the deep fibers of the glutes, what we are going to do is...
That was just a tiny taste of what can be found in my members only section. If you enjoyed it, become a member for only $5 a month to get access to hundreds of member only videos.